Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. So, is it dry yet? Well, we're going to find out what we got. And then we're moving on because enough is enough. So, going back to the piece of cherry that I put some tung oil and terps, if I burnish that with a plain paper towel with just tung oil, I'm smelling a little tung oil, but I don't see anything on the paper. Tung oil and terps. Nothing. So I would consider this dry enough at this point. Going to the test board, we've got Waterlox. So let me get a fresh surface here. Waterlox by itself. I don't feel any resistance. Feels dry. No smell. Waterlox and turpentine, even better. Smooth and dry. Tried and true by itself. Dry. So tried and true with turpentine. Dry. Flaxseed oil. I don't see any residual. I don't feel any residual. So with turpentine, it's even better. Dry. And then once again, tung oil by itself on the beach. It looks like they're all dry. Tung oil and turpentine on the beach. Naturally, there is a slight detection of oil scents in the air, but for the most part, they've all dried. The flaxseed oil, just the regular plain, I would probably reserve that for spoon carving and cutting boards and salad bowls. But I'm probably going to go with either the Waterlox with turpentine or the tung oil with turpentine for the workbench. And what I will probably do is do thin coats once a week, as long as the weather isn't humid. So that's a bit for this one. They're dry, and I was asked why there's blue tape on here. Two reasons. One, gives me someplace to write, and two, it doesn't allow the finishes to penetrate from one to the other, to the other, to the other. So that's about it. I'm either going to use the Waterlox with turpentine or the tung oil with turpentine. Thin coats repeatedly a few times, as long as the weather's not humid. Like, subscribe, and share. Head out to your workshop. Got some beautiful weather here. Just so much to do. Walter out.